2022 is one of the busiest years Optimus and I have ever had, and today we're going to share with you all of those highlights and adventures. Let's get started. Alright, let's get this show on the road here. It's cold. I need an insulated garage. Bucket list of 2023. Can't do the cold thing anymore. Yeah, so people don't realize how far we drive this thing. 16,000 plus miles we drove in 2023 alone. By truck standards, I know, that's nothing. But for what I do, that's a lot. So yeah, this is how we started off the year. I believe his name was Mark, and he was a boy that was getting bullied quite a bit. So we ended up going to South Jersey for an event, which was relatively close to his home. So we decided to surprise him and make him feel like a king for a little while. I believe this was called Night to Shine. It's from the Tim Tebow Foundation. Did I pronounce that right? They did like a rolling kind of prom for these folks because the pandemic thing was still a concern for many. And they brought Optimus Prime as one of the guest attractions. Kristen right there was the one who got me that opportunity, so I remain very appreciative of that. So now we're getting into the spring because you see some things on the trees now. This, I think, is our first school presentation that we did. Yep, that was the first one that we did for this year. I always joke and say, like, when the kids go inside is when the teachers play. But yeah, here's another one shortly afterwards. Love doing the police entrance because the kids don't even know that we're coming. Most of them are not told what's going on. They're just brought outside for an assembly. So they hear the lights inside, or they see the lights, they hear the sirens, and then they see Optimus roll up. It's a phenomenal sight. Okay, this was awesome. York Springs Fire Department, they let me drive their fire trucks. Look at that. They actually let me drive their trucks. All four of them around the parking lot there. We were doing a fundraiser that day for family. Raised over $1,000 for them. Optimus helped a big way with that. So this was in Blossburg, Pennsylvania. Beautiful, small, little quaint town. I love those small towns. You wouldn't even know it existed. You'd pass it in one exit, but I came there for an event, and then I was supposed to do a school presentation, but it rained, so I actually came back a week later, and that's what you're seeing here, to deliver a bully awareness presentation to the students at the elementary school there. Great little community. Had a great time there. One of my favorite photos right there of the kids' reaction. They had a little holiday, or not holiday, it had a little, it's like a coal festival parade is what they called it, so Optimus was rolling in that parade. The running boards, yeah, let's not talk about those. Moving on. Okay, this was fun. So, the Matrix reveal. If you haven't seen that video, go on my pages. You'll see a video of Kit revealing the Matrix to Optimus Prime. What I tried to set up here was a scenario where Optimus was kind of in stasis for a while and no one really knew where he was. So Kit, which is the other replica we have, helped me locate Optimus in this storage facility, and now he's getting reunited with the Matrix and awaking from stasis and ready to take on the world again. So I really enjoyed my time doing that. I did that with my son Ryan, and we did little some scary things when you're doing this in pitch black at night sometimes in the middle of the woods, but it was a lot of fun. And these are the guys right here from Northern Ontario that helped me make that Matrix. It's phenomenal. It looks you have to touch it to believe it. Hunter truck, they helped me. Okay, that's where I got my CDL. That's where I got took all my lessons for the CDL license that I hold. This is in upstate New York. It was a truck convoy that we went to, second year in a row. And a lot of the kids like, look at this. He's wearing a Team Prime shirt. Look at that. And I believe his name is Aaron. He came by to see me. Sarah and her family came by to see us. A lot of people came to see me at that one particular event. So this right here is a Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. Didn't even know there was a town called Metropolis until they reached out to me. I was supposed to go there before the pandemic, so that was like a 3-year in the making sort of thing. Got Nick Leon there. He's one of the big fans in the Transformers community. I think that's Angela and Larry. They were so hospitable there in helping me store and keep Optimus protected. Yeah, I love those little moments there. I try to capture those as many as I can. This guy was through the roof excited to see me. He knows me on from YouTube, so when he saw me there, he had to get a picture. This is at the Keystone Diesel Nationals. Got my cosplay buddies there. I didn't do too much with them this year. Actually, I think I did more school stuff than I did actual event stuff. That's probably why. I took her to her prom, senior prom. She came to the truck show. This guy took a phenomenal photo. Look at that. Took a rolling random photo. He was just passing me on the highway and took this shot. One of my favorite shots of 2023-22. Yeah, I put the tape on the front end of Optimus now just to kind of protect a little bit. It has helped, but I mean, cleaning this thing is a beast. It is a full-time job just keeping Optimus clean, and you've seen some of my trials and tribulations. It's a nightmare sometimes. So all these folks came out of the office to see us. We were getting pictures there. This guy right here had Ultra Magnus kind of tribute vehicle. Okay, so you got Smokey and the Bandit. They did a really cool thing in town. They were kind of chasing each other around the center of town during that show there. I don't know much about Smokey and the Bandit. I know the show, I've seen the show, but I mean, I was like a Knight Rider kid, so that's what I typically would watch. I love those shots. If you guys get rolling shots of us safely, passengers only, right? Safely seeing us drive by, please share those videos with us. I love seeing them. I love sharing them with all of you. So this right here was really nice. It was in Rosetto, Pennsylvania. A boy named Damien right there. He, I think, was going into 8th or 9th grade. Just victim of bullying, right? So we coordinated a special visit for him and spent about 90 minutes with him that day. Took him out for ice cream and everything in Optimus Prime. I always tell people, if all I ever do is that, experiences where I surprise children like that, or school bully awareness presentations, I'd be totally content. There he is right there. He came to the event that we were at. Look at this picture coming up right there. Look at that. Look at all those people coming to see us. That's the only reason they came. That was one of the biggest turnouts we ever had. It was an event held by Rosetto, and the turnout was just so inspiring. My first time to Amarillo, Texas was there. That's the furthest west we've ever driven. So these are the folks right here that actually sponsored that trip, Next Gen Truck Parts. So I stopped at their location prior to going to the venue just to express my appreciation for their help. Cadillac Ranch, had to check that out. This video right here, what's interesting about it, I had posted exactly what you see onto TikTok, and it's one of my most popular TikTok videos. It's well over 6.5 million views since I put it up there. It was a fun event. It was one of the few indoor events that we did all year round. I really didn't do much indoors. Most of my stuff was outdoors. This was a really cool tribute sheet. Her name was Julie. She came to the event to be with us that day, and there she is right there. There's Bahadur, the guy who makes me want to work out more. You got Cindy there. She was the event coordinator. This was one of my favorite photos too. I would love to get this in a poster. I found these, or I heard about these statues. I wanted to come see them there in Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's a pretty cool site. There goes the running board maintenance again. We will completely, moving along. Man, you know, people don't realize like the maintenance that goes into Optimus, not just the cleaning, but this is like owning a house. It's the best way I can relate to it. It's like owning a house and everything that goes along with the house. The mortgage, the maintenance, the fun, the not so fun moments. It's a rolling house. Best way I can describe it. He looks good though when he's looking good. I love these shots. It just makes you want to get out there and do more. Like, Prime is so inspiring. He's a very motivational, fictional character, so it just makes you want to get out there. The Ogdensburg Fire Department, these guys were phenomenal because they saved me. My key broke in the ignition, so they actually came to get the key out because I couldn't get it out with the tools that I had, allowing me to do the school presentation there at 2 different schools in the district. This particular section is nice because it's my hometown of Bloomfield, New Jersey. This is where I grew up. This is where I experienced all those issues with bullies. And this is not the school that I went to, but I went to a school in that town and spoke to these kids, and it was a deeper connection for me because it's where I experienced it all myself. So, like all these trips that I make and all these presentations that I do, I know a lot of those kids will never forget the day we came to their school. And to say I did that in my own hometown where I was in a really low point, that says something, you know? So this is, look at this reaction right here. Watch his reaction, guys. He doesn't know we're here. And then they bring him in, and boom, look at that, look at that. He didn't know Optimus was there. They reveal Optimus to him. Watch, watch, watch. Isn't that awesome? I love the unity that Optimus brings. I mean, how could you not get inspired by some of this stuff? Even if you don't care about this style of version, this version of Optimus Prime, even if you don't like anything we do, how can you watch this video, for example, and not get inspiration from it and not, find the joy that people have and be like, yeah, you know what, I may not like the design, but it's cool. Or, you know what, I want to get him out there more. Or, you know what, I'd love to see you do more of this, Joe, just in general. Like, everything you see me do is me trying to bring the character to life in every way that I can, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job so far. We need more drone shots. If you do drone stuff, let me know, because I need some rolling footage of the drone, or with the drone. I'd love to get those aerial shots. Tony right there, she's the Ironhide owner, and she was instrumental in getting me down to the Carolinas this year. Greatly appreciate her support. Congrats on her new baby called Ironhide. She's learning very quickly what it means to own a Transformer. This is, getting ready for another school presentation. I think I did more school presentations than I did actual event appearances, and I'm good with that. I would love to get out there and do these things, and my biggest hurdle is always the financing element, so I'm very limited in how far I can reach. If I had one goal of 2023, it would be to find a sponsor to finance my school presentations, because I would love to get out there. I got a lot of schools that are interested in having me out there all over the country, and I can't physically reach them because of the costs involved in doing so. So I would love to find someone that would come forward and say, you know what, we love what you're doing, Joe. We want to get you out there to all the elementary schools. Tell us what you need to make it happen, and I'll make it happen. That would be a great achievement this year, given all that we've done and been through. So now we're back in Pennsylvania. Yep, we got another, it was just like a touch a truck event, a little smaller scale. And as you can see, it was a beautiful day. We had a nice turnout of people. Always great. I love seeing people come together. I love seeing kind of how the world just unites around Optimus Prime, and that's the inspiration that I was talking about. That's like when you see how people just collectively come together, like how could you deny the joy in that and the heartwarming feeling that it gives you, you know? Kids go crazy over Bumblebee. Look at them, they're all jumping up and down, they're super excited. And I like to save Bumblebee towards the end of the presentations as a surprise, because a lot of them want to see me. And 80% of the presentations I did this in 2022, Bumblebee was able to join me, so that was a really nice addition. Oh, drilling through Optimus Prime, yeah, that gets the nerves going a little bit, but I was able to mount those antennas permanently finally. Yeah, we got here to Trans Chicago group in Chicago. We were here for TFcon, and as you can see, as soon as we pull in, the shop employees start circling me. Nobody offered to clean them though. That job is still mine. That's cool though. I don't mind putting in the labor. They actually did an oil change for me. That was completely unplanned, but they offered to do it, and I was like, yeah, sure, awesome. So TFcon, we were actually behind the hotel, and it was a difficult spot. Not a lot of people knew we were back there. So if they came to the event, they knew we were there and they were looking for us, or they just completely missed us. But a lot of people made it a point to go around the entire hotel just to physically get to us in that back lot, which was great. I met a lot of great people at this show. And some old faces as well. So we got, that's Thelma right there. She made a long journey. I love this cosplay right here. It was a cute little costume. You can see they even had a truck, a delivery truck right next to us for most of the day on Saturday actually. And that was difficult, man. People just did not find us, and that was hard. But I definitely appreciated those who did. I think those are that's my niece and nephew, I believe, yes. They came to see us, first time I had seen them in a long time. But yeah, like the unity that I was talking about, like look at all these people, you just coming together and uniting over common bond of Optimus Prime. And I think that's one of the reasons I enjoy doing what I do the most is just watching how people come together and forget all of their troubles and forget anything else that's maybe going on in their world or their lives, and just focus on the awesomeness of what Prime brings. It's not just a show truck, it's inspiration. Yeah, we do have Kit from Knight Rider. We did a couple shows with Kit this year, in 2022. That one's towards the beginning of the year. We were up in Connecticut, I believe. And then later part of the year, we went to New York. Yeah, look at that sketchy ramp thing. I totally wanted to do the turbo boost thing, but yeah, that's not going to work inside of a mall. My family was there to help me with Kit. Got the family truckster. Look at that. How cool is that? Then I did my Optimus cosplay as well. That's an 11-foot Optimus cosplay that we built during the pandemic, and that's me wearing it. So we did a photo opportunity for people there, no charge. They just come and get photos and interact with me a little bit and move on to the next display, I guess. There we go, another school presentation. I believe that car, yeah, that belongs to Josiah. I met him earlier this year, great kid. These folks chased me down, they followed me, and they wanted to just say hi and get to know me. They didn't even know what Optimus Prime was. They even offered to donate, and they had no clue what I was driving. They just wanted to tell me how awesome it was. Watch to the right. Look at her reaction. Did you see their reaction? Rewind back if you missed it. When the smoke came out, the ladies on the far right were like, ah! That never gets old. Man, like I tell people all the time, if all I ever did was school presentations and the VIP visits, like I said earlier, it's just so gratifying to be able to do this stuff for kids and use this character in a way that is really positive. I don't know anyone in the world who would build what I have just to do what I'm doing, you know? Little impromptu photo shoot. That car was wicked. I loved the wrap on that car. This one, this event here, look to the back there. Yeah, there you go. We had like a Sentinel Prime replica. Now you gotta pull some serious strings in order to get Sentinel Prime from the Air Force to show up at a local event. We got our Bumblebee owners there, great group of guys and girl. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in the Carolinas. There's my family and a lot of friends as well. They all came to see us. Rolling shots again. You guys got to give me more of these. Safely. Like if you're a passenger, take the video. I love seeing videos like this. Please send them to me if you have them. I love seeing them and sharing them with our following. I mean, look, that's not an awesome sight. Come on. York, South Carolina, one of my favorite places to go to. That parade was totally impromptu. We're not planning to go there, and kind of a last-minute decision that we were invited to come down. And I was thrilled. I love coming down to York. You all are fantastic people. So this is our trip to Canada, which was really exciting. It was the last trip that we made of 2022. but it was the first time I had crossed into Canada in 3.5 years. And I love coming up there. I love coming to see you guys. And I've been really wanting to come see you guys. So this opportunity came on my plate, and I was like, yes, yes. Whatever we need to do, we're going to do this. So that's Caitlin right there. She's from Starlight Canada. Starlight is basically an organization that does these special things for children who, let's just say, have been dealt some difficult life circumstances, really difficult circumstances. So there's me coming to one of the boys' houses, actually. Before the event itself, we surprised a few kids. He was one of them, and I just spent some time with him, just giving him a chance to get some gifts, get some photos, partake in the awesomeness of Prime. We played some games. This is another home that I went to on the same day there. And again, I think one of the reasons I like this so much is because it gives the family a reason to smile. It gives them a moment of just forgetting their troubles and just, you know, eliminating all of the things that are bogging them down mentally. Even if it's just for a few minutes. Look at him, he's smiling. Like, I mean, he had completely forgotten about whatever's going on in his life easily just for a few seconds. And that alone makes it worth it to me. To be able to bring joy to people like that who really need it, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. It really doesn't. And then this was the event that we had. So the Starlight families went into Toys R Us. Toys R Us had opened just for them a few hours prior to regular opening. And as they came outside, after their shopping spree, they would get some photos with Optimus Prime. It was a cold day, but I mean, what do you get in Canada in the winter, right? It was so worth it, though. You got the Star Wars characters, they came out. I think the giraffe, Jeffrey the giraffe, yep, there he is. He came out. It was my favorite way of ending the year. It really was. I couldn't have imagined a better trip to take. These folks totally chased me down, and they just found me randomly as I passed by on the highway. They were going the other way, and they looped around and came to find me. And then, yeah, there you go. At the end of that same day, this is how Prime looked after driving through winter weather. And that was torture, man, because when I got home, it was well below freezing. It was cold, but look at that. I can't leave the truck like that. I have to wash it off. So I'm trying to wash it off, and the water's just freezing on me, and I just like, ugh. But it's okay, it's okay. I like it, I like it. I just get frustrated sometimes, and there you go. That's the end of our journey. Folks, I really appreciate all of your time and all of your support. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't wait to bring all the stuff that we love to bring in 2023 and beyond. Leave a legacy worthy of a Prime, everybody.